And this is a beautiful man, Monty Bush.
Welcome to episode 25, baby!
We made it.
We are here. We got, man, it has been a
while.
minute. I want to say about 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
3
who knows?
weeks. It's been about 3 weeks.
It's been a minute, but you know, life happens.
Yeah.
Things come at you. For those, longtime listeners, you guys know I am a DJ, and most of my events that I get booked for are on the weekend, and we usually record on Sundays. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, we haven't been able to make that happen, but we are back.
Yeah, we're back. And shout outs to everybody that we have met along the way for these past 3 weeks.
Yeah, man.
Out in Las Vegas.
Summerslam trip.
The GCW show.
GCW off the rails. That was dope. We ran into.
I ran all kinds of people at the airport.
Yeah, I saw that. Hella people started following us on Twitter out of nowhere. I was like, okay, I'm with this.
Yeah, no, we definitely put in work while we were there. We had stickers and shook babies and kissed hands. You know what I mean?
Kicked it with Hoopy to Barrera.
Yeah.
Saw Effie.
Yeah. Yo, it was my first time actually going to a GCW show, like a house show.
Chris Bay was there. Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express was there.
Ricky Morton, wrestler of the night for me.
Ali Ketch going off. We had Matt Cardona in the Vince McMahon outfit.
Yo,
the Do-Rag Vince.
Do-Rag Vince outfit, bro. That was so raw.
Yo, it was a great experience.
I remember, okay, it's like a movie for me. Larry was already there. Just Fresh was already there in the building, right? I'm coming in. He comes to the door to come get me. I'm getting pat down. We go towards the back. All of a sudden, I just see this fool in the ring just doing hella flips.
That was Ninja Mac.
Ninja Mac. He did 5 flips and then jumped out the ring. And I was just like, what the hell am I watching right now? I just walked into this shit.
It's like an underground session too. And that's the dopest thing about it. I became more and more of a fan of indie wrestling. That is the one thing that I will say. We were in the 4th row.
Yeah.
So even when you're looking at the footage, I went back and watched the actual pay-per-view.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I could see us. There was like moments in the crowd where I see like myself walking across. I could see exactly where we were seated at. It was such a dope experience. So if you guys ever get a chance to see GCW, please do it. Too Cold Scorpio coming out to Jungle Boogie. Everybody's dancing along with them. Yeah. Nick Gage, how can hold it down for the MDK gang?
Yeah. My man bought a shirt.
Hell yeah.
And then he started watching it like religiously.
Yo, I am hooked. I am like hooked on GCW, bro. Like it is, I keep saying it's like a modern day ECW. And that just reminds me of when I was like 14, staying up hella late at night just to be able to like catch glimpses of ECW before falling asleep. But now it's like, yo, I can pay to sit here and like damn near get hit with some glass shards.
Yeah, no, look, when we're 4th row at the show, that is not like we're far back.
Yeah, no. The people in the 1st row got jumped on. Like it's
by far.
Like you're guaranteed for someone to do like spots within the 1st and 2nd rows for sure.
Yeah.
If I had known about the show earlier, I would have got us better seats. But I was happy with it was $50 for 4th row, baby.
I would have been nervous as shit the entire time. So I was happy that we got 4th row because when I saw them break out them tube lights,
light tubes, yeah.
I was like, yo, like I'm closing my eyes if any of this shit flies this way.
And it was such a cool vibe, man. They had like they had a bar there. They had the hella vendors there.
We ran into other people that had podcasts at the time too.
Yeah,
they
were sitting right next to us. We during the intermission, like the wrestlers were out there. Like Star Wars Charlie walked right past us.
Yo, I seen all kinds of these fools at the end. Who was homie?
Chris Bay left at the end. We saw Nick Wayne at the end. He was talking to people.
What was the homegirl's
16.
name? Homegirl's name from Oakland. The one that did the...
Dark Sheik.
Dark Sheik.
Dark Sheik.
Yeah.
Killed it from Hood Slam.
Yeah, Dark Sheik was no joke.
Yeah, her and Jimmy Lloyd.
Yes.
Crazy match. That involved a stapler.
What was the other girl's name? The one that jumped through the ropes?
Ali Ketch.
Yeah. And Dark Sheik were walking out. And I was chilling by myself, and they're like, "Oh, have a blessed night." I don't even know if they were. I was just like, "Yeah, you too." All right.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like people were like, because we were waiting on our Ubers, and the wrestlers are literally just walking right past you. I saw Chris Bay. I'm like, yo, I'm taller than you. Like I'm bigger than Chris Bay. Like,
yo, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm only 5'8".
What was his name? Big Sam?
Oh yeah, Big Sammy or Big Sam. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I saw him at the end.
Yeah.
He was walking out.
Dude, it was a wonderful experience. And so again, like we're not
And
just
SummerSlam was dope.
Yeah, SummerSlam in general was dope. I think just the whole Vegas vibe. Being out there, we had the Jabroni Bros fam out there with us.
Yo, that was insane.
Yeah,
that was
man.
fun. We had a row to ourselves.
Yeah.
Saw a dude almost fall over. And yo, I should have counted when he fell.
Yo, we got free food.
Yeah, free food. That was nuts.
I had like free sushi. I had like a 10-piece chicken tenders with some fries. Then you got some nachos.
I had some potato wedges and a Sprite.
Yeah.
I look over at you and you're, I'm lit. I'm lit as fuck right now, bro.
I was so faded. Like, I was on some edibles. And then I was like, it was like, okay, so you guys gotta think about this. Put it in full perspective. I was drinking. It's Vegas, baby, and you know you're gonna be in that stadium for a long time. So you got to pregame hard.
Yep.
And then I ate all that damn food. So by the time that the Seth Rollins and Edge match happens, I'm like, it's the most lit match of the night, and I'm just like, oh, bro, I'm tired, I'm lit. I just need to lay down, man. Like, but yeah, man, we was with this Brody fam. We was good.
No, it was awesome. I had a great time.
Amazing time. Shout out Mondo Mendes. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out Mike Sessions. He was in the building even though he didn't sit with us.
Yeah, he was way up in the building.
He rolled with us though.
He was up there with Sting.
The Allegiant Stadium itself was so dope.
Yes.
The only thing was it was a cashless system, so their whole system went down and they couldn't do anything about it, so they had to give away the food.
The other thing was when I had to walk around the whole damn stadium to come get you guys, like to find where you guys were at. Bro, it took me forever to get over.
Yeah, you were on the opposite end where the Uber dropped us off, so you had to come and find us. In the meantime, I told you I was pre-gaming hard. I thought my bladder was going to explode from having to piss so bad. So I had to run and hide behind a tent and release the demon real quick before the show, before we could even get in the gates, but I had to wait till Bush was there. So like, I'm pissing, and then next thing I know, I see some lady walking towards me, so I'm like, oh shit, so I had to shift around, hit a quick little 180, and then next thing I know, I see the piss dripping into the tent, so I had to hurry up even faster. Next thing I know, I'm parkouring over fences and stuff, and just to get in line. Bro, it was an experience. You totally missed it. I'm glad y'all missed it. I'm glad your boy didn't get arrested.
Yo, but, I didn't have no idea.
Yo, shit goes down in Vegas. And the only reason I'm telling y'all is because y'all my podcast fan. You know, I know y'all roll with your boy. But
episode 25.
Episode 25, we're keeping it alive, baby.
Yo, man, we had a good time. When we came back, I was more hyped off of wrestling than I've ever been in my entire life, honestly.
Yeah.
I really was. I was like, yo, when are we gonna pod? Are we gonna pod?
And we had like good seats too, so that made it even better.
Yo, we had great seats. We saw the ring perfectly. We saw Edge's entrance. That was so dope.
Oh my gosh, the Brood entrance.
And I called Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I called it. I called it. You know, I didn't get enough props for this. You know, I go with my heart all the time. I finally got one right.
You know, every dog has his day, Bush, okay?
Bow wow wow, man. It's true.
You are correct. You called the Brock Lesnar. I was talking shit on Instagram before the show with my predictions.
We both were.
And yeah, I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
We got to get some engagement, some interaction. So yeah, we were talking shit, and Bush called it right. He called both Brock, and I think he called Becky too.
I did call Becky.
You son of a bitch.
I didn't call Becky's winning though.
That was such.
I looked down at my phone and all of a sudden I hear ding ding ding. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was a big letdown because I really fuck with Bianca Belair.
Right.
And I was like, cool, this is gonna be my first time to see her live, and she goes off in her matches, so I was like, all right, cool, this is gonna be great. Ding, 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 26 seconds, it's over.
I was upset that I was happy that Shinsuke came out, because I got goosebumps listening to his intro.
Yeah, that was
I just wish he would have had a match.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes it's okay just to have the intro.
The intro was raw.
Because if I could just get an Undertaker intro and no match, I'm okay with that too.
Yo, I'll pay. Yeah. You know what? If WWE was to bring out Undertaker, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because that intro is always fire.
Yeah.
It's always going to be good. That's classic.
Let's talk about what's been going on with us locally. So I got a chance to check out Barrio Toys out in the Roseville area in Sacramento. And, yo, I'm not like super into figures, but you know, I got 2 kids at home, and I remember when I was a kid, I always wanted like to have like wrestling figures. So I made sure I checked out the store, you know, supporting local, and plus they're they're part of the wrestling community.
Yeah.
I got to link up with the owner Tembo, and dude was mad cool. So first off, shout out to Barrio Toys. My son, both of my boys, they had a good time at the store checking out the figures, all the stuff they had. We're gonna be partnering with them for an upcoming giveaway. They like to have like meet and greets and stuff at the store. They've had Sammy Guevara, they've had Penta El Zero Miedo, they've had Juventud Guerrera, and next they're gonna have Rey Phoenix.
Tight.
And I talked to the owner. He said he'd actually hook us up with a signed autographed picture of Penta El Zero Miedo. So y'all want that, Lucha Bros? We got y'all.
Okay.
So we'll be announcing a contest shortly. I don't have all the details yet, but it's going to be something along the lines of, make sure y'all follow us, follow them, and
that kind of thing.
That type of thing.
And you should already do it anyways. You should already be doing that.
Yeah, of course.
Not to mention I'm a beautiful man.
Let's talk about all the big shit that's been going on in AEW since All Out, bro.
Okay, with AEW, oh goodness.
Who has arrived since we have last recorded?
There's been so
the man from Chicago. Let's talk about the Punk.
I mean, CM Punk, bro, he did such a crazy intro that they went to commercial break, came back, and it was still
hot.
I had heard behind the scenes rumors of stuff like where the people in the production unit, they hired people that used to work for like Major League Baseball to basically shoot this promo
because they knew it was going to be that big.
Exactly, and it looked amazing. Even Jim Cornette himself, the hater of haters,
he gave it props. He was like, I believe I read it earlier. He said like they did it better than what I would have done.
Yeah, he was like, this was even better than what I even imagined.
Yeah,
he was like, it was so perfect. He's like, I gotta give credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
and he was right. You know what I mean?
He's been gone for I want to say 9 years. Is it
7?
7? Okay.
7 years.
So for him to turn to wrestling and it not being a WWE ring, and to see him go off in that match with Darby Allin, that shit felt good, man.
Not to mention like the fact that like they didn't have like somebody cut him off while he was talking on the mic.
Yeah, they gave him his time. They opened the show with it.
They gave him ice cream bars. Ice cream bars.
It's like literally giving the fans everything that he said he wanted to do previously.
And then we were all speculating like it's CM Punk, right? He just had the biggest pop in wrestling modern day history in a while, in a long time.
The CM Punk pop.
And then how are you going to bring in Daniel Bryan? Bryan Danielson. How are you going to bring him in, right? How can you do that? Well, they did it right because they also brought in
Adam Cole, baby.
And
Ruby Soho.
Yo, come on. In the same night.
Yeah. Their AEW is really hitting on all cylinders when I think about it, man. The last pay-per-view that they did was Double or Nothing, and we saw that in the theaters, and that was just flat out one of the best pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah, that was so sick.
And then to have this now, and granted, I caught it. I had a wedding that night, so I didn't catch it live. I had to watch it the next day.
I had to watch most of it the next day.
And I was excited the whole time. I want to say the Christian Cage and Kenny Omega match was lit. It wasn't as lit as the Lucha Bros and Young Bucks because,
come on,
that's like match of the year type stuff. They was going really crazy in that match. Overall,
I wasn't mad at Paul White. I understand it was a squash match. I understand it was like filler.
It was an old guy match.
But you know what? They needed something for that.
Yeah,
they needed that. They needed to have something in between because like it was already too hype. Like,
let's talk about Punk though. Like, did he live up to the expectations in the ring?
Yes.
Did he make Darby look better?
Yes.
Like, mission accomplished. Then.
Like, you know what I mean? Like what?
That's what he said he wanted to do.
He did it.
And now Daniel Bryanson I'm gonna call him Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan DB. Like he said that now that he's there, he's really to kick niggas' heads off. Like flat out. He's like, I'm not here to play. I'm gonna prove to you guys that I'm the best wrestler in the world. All of you guys talked about it. I've seen you, Kenny Omega. I've heard about you, but now I'm gonna wrestle you.
Yeah. Now I'm here for you. And I want that smoke. You know what I mean? And that's good.
Yeah, and I kind of like that they instantly kind of threw him in there with Jungle Boy, Jurassic Express, and Christian Cage. Like I kind of like that sliding, and we'll see where it goes. But let's not forget Daniel Bryan's a hell of a heel too. So he could play us.
He's a great heel.
And Punk is a better heel as well. So it's like they're both kind of playing this babyface role right now. But
I'm not feeling the whole like, hey, you don't say Team Taz. He's like, I didn't say Team Taz at all. I ain't even bring you up.
Yo,
You brought it in interviews.
I'm so glad that you brought that
You
up.
brought it in interviews. I know. I heard you.
I saw it on social media. I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know. Taz feels like an idiot after
Yo,
that.
Taz hella jumped the gun. He was not supposed to say that part yet. Like clearly Punk was about to say something,
Yeah.
and then Taz jumped in.
But I love Punk because Punk's like realness in that is like so like full.
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But I liked what he said at the end when he said, beat me if you can, survive if I let you.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. And I see. Okay, so it's gonna be building to a match between him and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good with that.
Yep.
But who is Powerhouse Hobbs? I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm a nerd, so like I'm gonna dig into it. I always talk about town business. He's representing the 510. He's from East Palo Alto, so it's instantly relatable to us. We're from Northern California, so we know what that means.
What kills me is that like during all this, where is Brian Cage? How is he not involved in any?
Well, he's supposed to be feuding with Ricky Starks right now, but I think that they just ended that. So I don't know. His wife Melissa Santos was on Twitter complaining about it, and which is even funnier because I saw in the comment section they posted a picture of what Brian Cage looked like. I don't want to say pre-steroids, but pre-muscles.
Yeah,
he looked like a flabby CM Punk, and to see him now, yo, my man. Either he has put in a ton of work, natural or unnatural, but that man is a beast.
Yeah. I just, with everything that's going on, like Brian Cage is such a I mean, look at that guy. The guy is he's built for wrestling, like, you know what I mean? And Powerhouse Hobbs, I just don't know either how they're not feuding or how they're not a tag team. I don't know.
Well, they were for a while, but it's just not working with the Team Taz stuff. So I think they're trying to kind of reshuffle and
don't talk about Team Taz like that. Don't mention Team Taz. Don't do that.
Bruh. But in other news, with while we're still on the AEW subject, they had that ended up being their highest pay-per-view buys in. Like, they had over 200,000 buys for that pay-per-view.
I've heard rumors that might be the best pay-per-view.
Non-WWE.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ever. That's what I've heard.
That's a big deal.
And you know what? It was such a big deal that Mick Foley and Booker T were just like, yo, man, we got to get our act together, man.
They said, Mick Foley, to sum it up, said, WWE, this ain't it no more.
Yeah.
Like the WWE, it ain't the spot no more. Like, they're not doing it right. They're not executing right. If you are a young wrestler, this is not who you want to take care of you. Like, these people aren't going to handle your career correctly.
How do we feel about Kevin Owens?
You know what? I thought, and I've been saying the same thing about all the guys that's been going to AEW. If you are a hot indie wrestler, AEW is the right place for you. So like Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, these guys are like indie gods.
Yeah. People
love them. AJ Styles is on that list as well. Finn Balor is on that list as well.
Finn Balor is at a point where he doesn't even really care anymore. He's just kind of like, I used to care so much, and now, like, it's whatever. Like, I just do whatever.
Sami Zayn is on that list as well.
Yes, and Sami Zayn is killing it week after week.
Nakamura is on that list as well.
Nakamura has been killing it. He's been trying so hard just to figure out his own thing, and you know what I mean?
And Samoa Joe as well. So it's
all these guys you just named have all, like...
These are our guys.
These are self-made men, dude.
Yeah, these are all guys that, like, really made it outside of WWE. So, like, for them, if it doesn't work out for them in the system, AEW's the home.
Yeah.
That has to, or Impact, but, like, AEW's just been knocking it out of the park, so. But, they can only handle so many people. In other good news, let's talk about Al Snow, man. He ended up saving some kid's life at the beach the other day.
That's right.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of the whole Shad Gaspard thing that happened last year. RIP one time for Shad G.
Yeah, man.
But,
he saved the kid's life,
saved the kid's life.
I just saw it says Al Snow.
It was on TMZ.
And I was like, wait, he did what? I was like, yo, good for him. Like,
yeah, I guess the kid was out swimming in the beach. I want to say in like the Santa Monica area or something like that in Southern California. And he saw that a big wave was taking him kind of further out. So he went out there to try and save the kid, and he handed him off to a lifeguard.
Good.
And he said he was like exhausted in the whole process. Like,
I can imagine. I mean, you're fighting,
swimming in the ocean and then fighting those waves, dude. Like, that is really hard. So, yo, shout out to Al Snow.
I'm trying to find the woman that passed away from that.
Daphne. September is Mental Health Month, man. Let's RIP one time for Daphne, who is known for her time in Impact Wrestling, or TNA, and WCW.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we found out it was like kind of a weird situation, because I remember over Twitter, like, people were like, we even saw Mick Foley tweeting like, "Hey, if anybody knows where Daphne is, like we're unable to get a hold of her." And then the next morning, we saw like it was reported that she passed away.
That's who he was talking about. Oh, okay, now it all makes sense.
Yes,
okay.
That's who Foley was talking about.
Okay, that's what it. That was really like just kind of shocking, because I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I remember her winning the cruiserweight title.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So
in WCW.
Yeah, man. It's been you know, with all these flowers, there's always something. You know what I mean?
You got to take the good with the bad, man.
Yep.
And again, September's Mental Health Month. I've actually been taking some time away from work for myself, for my own mental health, because nobody's perfect, and sometimes you got to press that reset button to make sure that you're personally good. So
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's no stigma behind it. Take care of you.
Yep.
Another bright news. Did we talk about Braun?
We have not talked about Braun.
Braun has been in talks right now with Impact Wrestling, which I think could be a great home for him.
I'm all here for that. Like, okay, Impact, you really about to make an impact?
Yeah, they're trying to step up.
Yeah, no, that they need that though. They need that.
Yeah, and not for nothing, TNA was really dope for a minute. Like, they had Kurt Angle, they had Sting, they had Booker T, they had Steiner, like that. They had
Booker T kicks him in the face.
They had a squad. So like, let's not forget that. And AJ Styles is that dude out there. Like,
what's his face was doing that at GCW? Oh God, what's his name? The do-rag Vince.
Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
yes.
Matt Cardona just hit him in the face.
Yes, he was doing the Booker T.
He was doing the Booker T.
And then he freaking he spit the PBR all over his face, dude. Oh my gosh, GCW is just lit, bro.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
GCW, if you guys ever hear or see us, like, we want to work with you guys 100%. So
We
please
would
let us know whatever we can do.
We would love to do a podcast at a GCW event.
I'll take a body slam.
Yo, he'll take a body slam.
I'll take a chop.
Yep, he'll take a chop.
I won't take a light tube from Nick Gage though.
Yeah,
because I'm MDK gang myself though. You know.
Yeah. We're not. I'm sorry.
All right, man. Well, let's talk about a few highlights from. Go ahead.
Braun.
Okay. Yes. Braun Strowman.
Not Braun. I'm sorry. Bray.
There has been rumors that he could actually land in Impact as well with Braun Strowman, and if it does happen, it could be around the Bound for Glory pay-per-view, or if he ends up signing with AEW, we could see that happening around that show that they have in New York and Rochester, which is the home of Brody. I was trying to say his real name, but I was like, no, just Brody. I almost said Brody King. I was like, that was wrong wrestling. But, and just the connections with the Wyatt family, like, we could see that working.
That would be perfect. And more and more reasons why Mick Foley's like, hey, y'all messing up.
Yeah, again. But is that a good fit there? I could see him more of an Impact kind of guy, honestly, because they have like the kind of fantasy kind of thing.
Well,
his character work, but who knows?
You can cross over.
Forbidden Door.
You can always cross over.
Christian Cage is the friggin' Impact Wrestling champion, and he's AEW.
Look at Moxley.
Yeah, friggin' killing it with Minoru Suzuki and all that stuff. Like,
I mean, he just became GCW champion.
Yep.
Like.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what AEW is doing is insane.
It's what we all wanted as kids when we were playing WCW versus NWO World Tour.
Yeah.
Like that's what we always wanted to see, like the best wrestlers from different companies going up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till Will Ospreay get in the fight. I guarantee you, once Will Ospreay from New Japan start doing some shit, it's gonna be a wrap.
Okay. All right. Speaking of a wrap,
speaking of a wrap, let's talk about Monday Night Raw, a show that should not be 3 hours at all because
Monday Night Raw is like
far
melted,
too damn boring.
It's like melted ice cream. Like you just watch it melting on your hand. Like, damn, this shit was good. What the hell happened?
You might lick a little bit of it, like, oh damn, sprinkles.
I remember what this tastes like. Now it's trash.
I gotta give it up for the New Day though. They did go ham in that tag team turmoil match.
Shout outs to Kofi with the big diesel
with the Outsiders gear.
Yeah, that was so raw.
Even Kevin Nash gave him a shout out, like, yo, he did it right.
Yep. I believe he was supposed to be there at SummerSlam doing that, but he ended up getting pulled, and I believe it was for COVID.
That would make sense. Because Woods, he was dressed in the outfit, and they released the shirts, but this is the first time we saw them like together was on Raw.
Exactly.
And again, even though they kind of like broke up the match, they further proved like they're the best tag team in WWE. I mean, on Raw, yes, but they're fucking great.
I'm not mad at the fact that it's going to be Randy Orton versus Bobby Lashley.
Neither am I.
I'm not mad at the whole double champion thing either.
And it could work either way. Like,
that's one thing Raw has right.
Yeah, because, okay, so let's say Hurt Business gets the tag team championships and you have Bobby as the main champion. That's hard. That's dope.
Yeah.
They're eventually going to lose it, but it gives him that different level of credibility. But say on the opposite end, maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe RK Bro, they keep the tag team titles and Bobby, he just defends his championship. Bobby Lashley beating Randy Orton clean. Yo, Randy Orton is beloved within WWE. So like, you're a made man.
But you know what? We got Omos in the back now, and Omos looked a little beefy. You know what I mean? Omos looked crazy.
I think they're getting him ready.
And for him to go after Lashley the way he did,
yeah,
and
because you're making the champion look weak.
Exactly. And the fact that we still got some time before Extreme Rules, right?
Yeah, I think about a week or two.
So you might see Omos and Lashley cross paths two more times.
Yeah.
Before that Extreme Rules, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man.
So hey, you know what? Monday Night Raw, you get like out of a 5, you get like a 3.5.
Yeah, you know, we ain't even grade y'all no more. Y'all weak, man.
Yeah. No, I'm just I'm just trying to make you feel happy. I'm just kind of trying to comfort you.
Y'all are like reheated French fries from freaking McDonald's in the microwave. But let's talk about something that's been fresh and new, and that's NXT, man. So they've been pushing the whole NXT 2.0 thing, and as we will see on this upcoming Tuesday's episode on the 14th, we're going to be seeing a lot of a new focus on the new faces. We're going to be seeing the new characters of NXT, the people that they've been signing. I'm assuming we'll be seeing more of the people like Rick Steiner's son, who has a new name. He's gonna be going now as Rex Steiner. His real name is Bronson Rex Steiner, but his wrestling name will be Rex Steiner. I like that. And then our boy Parker Bordeaux, his new name is going to be Gunnar Holland.
Gunnar Holland.
Yeah, sounds very white.
Yo, but Parker Bordeaux, yo man, like that's like a
Parker. I thought Parker was a dope name.
Yeah,
but I could see people not knowing how to spell Bordeaux because it's French.
Yeah.
You know, but
well, whatever. I was feeling it, but okay, Gunnar.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I love the Legado del Fantasma NXT match this past week. That was really dope. I didn't think that. I understand why homie lost. I get it. But damn,
long-term feud.
Yeah. Has to be. Indy and Dexter.
The Bachelor and Bachelorette party, just classic NXT or just classic WWE shit of the comedy, the wedding.
I thought it was funny.
It's gonna draw big next or this upcoming Tuesday.
Cameron Grimes, as usual, per usual, the man
paid for everything.
And Dexter going to like a Chuck E. Cheese type of get down.
Going go-kart and all that stuff.
Yeah, he let homie win the go-karts because he's trying to like get cool with him.
Get cool with Gargano?
Yeah, with the way.
And they finally touched hands.
Yes. I loved it.
Yeah, man. NXT's been funny. It's been great. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and like talk about every match because that shit gets boring.
No, we're not doing that.
But
NXT was dope.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see where this is going next. Let's talk about Dynamite and Rampage, man. Let's all lump them into one because AEW as a whole, man, it's been
so
really
much,
dope.
man. They got Dynamite, Rampage, and Dark. I know you don't really watch Dark.
I check out Dark here and there.
Yeah.
I saw the highlights of that Big Swole and Diamante 3 strikes match, and I saw Swole knock her out with the chain. That looked dope.
Yes.
And I kind of wish they would show more of that on Dynamite or Rampage, but there's only so much TV time.
But you know what's dope is that they're going to be at the Universal Studios now.
So what is the story behind that? Because I saw a rumor behind that. I
saw the stage, and it looks really dope.
Is that for Rampage or Dynamite?
That was for Dark.
Oh, so Dark is gonna be?
That's what that was. That was for Dark.
Oh, and you know what? Ali Catch was there too. Did you catch that?
I did not catch it.
Yes, Ali Catch had a match with Big Swole. So, homegirl that we saw at GCW is now doing some matches on AEW Dark. So
Forbidden Door.
Yeah, like they're working with everybody. The Andrade and Pac match, I watched it about 3 times. I like where they're going with Andrade. I guess they're kind of they want him to be a babyface. By him turning on Chavo at the end, he didn't like the way that it ended in regards to getting hit with the iPad.
Is it a babyface turn though, or is it more heel?
Well, here's the reason why I say it's babyface. I think they're priming Rick. I think it's going to be just like how they had in AAA. I think Ric Flair is going to be coming to AEW immediately, and he's going to be the new manager for Andrade. I just see it's a perfect fit. If you guys watch that AAA match, him against Kenny Omega, like they did like the double figure 4, like the chops and everything. Like it's a very good fit. They look very comfortable with each other. So
hey, I'm here for that.
Yeah, like fuck Chavo. Why the fuck would you have Chavo when you have Rick?
But you know what? Rick can also be a great heel too.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I mean, he could be a great heel too.
Rick is the greatest. He's the dirtiest player of all time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dirty player, bro. Gotta go with that.
And what other matches from Dynamite do you want to touch on? MJF with him dogging out Hollywood Blondes.
Yo, why is he always dogging him out like that? Yo, shouts to MJF though, man, because like
he's always dogging out Brian Pillman.
And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for that.
John Moxley, Minoru Suzuki.
That was cool. It was cool.
You know,
it was cool just because of the fact that it happened.
Yeah, I mean? And I think if it was in New Japan, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more, for what it's worth. But it's really cool to see Minoru Suzuki, one of the baddest fucking men on the planet, along with Haku in the wrestling ring.
Does that go to GCW?
He's going to be in GCW.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's going to be in GCW.
You know what I mean? Well, Moxley,
he has a match. I think. I don't know if it's tonight or next weekend. We're recording this on a Saturday, guys.
Yeah.
This is not the usual day that we record. I have a wedding tomorrow, FYI. So Minoru Suzuki is going to be at I think it's Highest in the Room, GCW. Check it out on Fight TV, guys. Or if you pirate like your boy, watch wrestling. You'll find it. But yeah, that's.
No, because I feel like Moxley might just be like, you know what, this ain't over.
Yeah, and then it's going to be Nick Gage and Moxley. They're going to be having their match in Atlantic City in a couple of months. I want to say that's not a couple of months, October. But I'll keep you guys updated with that, my GCW homies.
So, I mean, AEW, you know what I mean? The fact that they're working with everybody.
Yeah, man. They had one of their highest grossing pay-per-views. They're listening to their fans. Miro is going off. Darby's going off. Freaking the Jungle Boy shit is working. Everything is working in the right direction for AEW right now.
It is.
Lucha Bros shit is fire.
Yep.
Like,
I just need some FTR.
Yeah.
I just need some FTR.
But you know what? I mean, Tully was just there. Tully was just there with Sean Spears on Friday.
Tully just got called out by Sting.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Darby got turfed out by Sean Spears.
Yep.
I think they're pushing for Proud and Powerful. I think that's why FTR isn't really because they had to take that L real quick.
Yeah.
But I think the whole Proud and Powerful thing, I think they're going to be the next ones to challenge for the tag team championships. And Lucha Bros versus Proud and Powerful, that's going to be lit.
I would love to see FTR versus Good Brothers.
I'm good with that too.
I would love to see that match.
Yeah.
That would be just something.
They're both heels too.
Yeah. That would be dope to watch. Just good.
I could see them. I could see FTR taking the Impact Championships from them.
And that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I'd be here for that.
Why don't we talk about SmackDown, brother?
SmackDown. Brock.
Brock back, baby.
You know what I mean?
Brock is back.
So Paul, you didn't want to tell? You didn't want to tell? You didn't want to talk, huh?
Why didn't you tell Roman I was there at SummerSlam,
Yo, Paul Heyman's caught in a love triangle. He's gonna end up with Brock. I'm calling.
You think so?
I'm calling it because I feel like if they're gonna bring a fourth member into the family, into the bloodline.
Okay, who are we talking?
Now that's the part I'm kind of confused.
The only other person I can think would be Naomi or Sefa.
And I think it's gonna be Naomi.
Okay.
I think
because we found out because Sefa he just got signed to NXT, so he could be in that new group with the NXT 2.0, and that's the Usos' younger brother, Sefa Fatu. So I could see him being a younger guy, but that might be further down the line. But Naomi
I feel like
she's right there.
I feel like Naomi,
But she's not a mouthpiece.
Maybe not, but it's still 4.
Yeah.
And Paul can go back to Brock. You know what I mean? Like,
does Brock stay on SmackDown?
Ooh, because of the draft.
SmackDown's the #1 show.
I'm gonna say yes because Fox won't let him go.
You know that USA's pissed though, and you know, and this I'm gonna bring this up because since they lost Bray Wyatt, notice that's when the Demon came back.
Right.
That's for good reason. Like you can't have too many characters that overlap one another like that. You know, so I heard USA was pissed that Bray's gone, so I can only imagine that Fox was like, all right, yo, we got a Demon, like hit the switch, it's time. Yeah. You know, we need those mythical we need those larger than life characters on the screen.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Brock staying on SmackDown at least for the time being.
Okay.
And then we'll see Finn go over to Monday Night Raw.
But what the question I have for you? Why would Paul Heyman side with Brock Lesnar if Brock Lesnar was so easy to pick him up and F5 him?
You know what? This is not the first time that Brock has kind of like, you know, punked Paul Heyman.
True.
You know, with this whole say something stupid, Paul. You know what I mean? He's done that before. He's also like roughed him up a little bit. Yeah. This ain't
and we can see that Roman is manipulating Paul, like for sure, with how he's talking to him nice and slowly.
Oh yeah.
Like you're part of the family, Paul. Why would you do such a thing? You know what I mean? Like just like, you know, that's the same shit that he just how he did Jay.
Yeah. Why is Roman Reigns getting his bad guy stuff from the Jungle Book though? Yo, what's the tiger's name? I forgot the tiger's name, but that's where that's
like
where
Raja or something.
Something like that. I don't know. He's hella taking his like time with everything and doing everything very slow.
Shere Khan.
Why is Roman Reigns the Shere Khan of SmackDown?
Yo, that is so accurate. Like looking at the picture too.
Got the big chin.
Yes.
Like, yo.
Oh man.
Roman Reigns is Shere Khan.
Yes.
I'm 100% sold on this. You know what I mean? Because there's no reason why he should be going so slow and
calculated.
It's super calculated.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. But SmackDown, my favorite thing had to have been Trae Young.
Trae Young, man.
That
was real heat. I love the sports heat, man.
I like it because, okay, like, I listen to a lot of Wrestle Talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to Wrestle Talk. You guys are in the UK and Europe or whatever, so you guys don't really know who Trae Young is.
They know about, like, soccer and shit out there.
Yeah, I don't know about Premier League. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, we ain't all that, bro.
But Trae Young, for us, is like, and I'm going to keep it with us, Trae Young is like the new Reggie Miller of New York, the rival. He comes in and he shuts
shit down.
He pisses people off in New York.
What Kobe did to Sacramento.
Yeah, on the basketball court. What Rock did to Sacramento.
Yes, that was a perfect example. I'm glad you brought that up because, like,
when the Rock came to Sacramento,
he shitted all over us
and talked about how the Lakers are going to beat them in the playoffs. That's Trae Young for the Atlanta Hawks versus the New York Knicks.
Yeah, real heat.
Yeah, and for him to try to unmask Rey Mysterio,
and he's choking him and shit too. Like, that was
and the fact that Sami Zayn each week is bringing something.
He don't miss.
No, and Big E has been doing it just as well.
We gotta talk about Happy Corbin.
Happy Corbin. I am now a fan of Baron Corbin.
How times have changed.
Yeah, it's been a long 3 weeks. I cannot believe I'm a fan.
He came up in Vegas.
Yeah.
Anything's possible in Vegas, baby.
Yo, I see it and I'm like, damn, dude, I can't not like this guy. I like this guy a lot.
They had to switch with him and it just instantly worked.
And then they had Logan Paul actually be a heel finally. And it works.
Mm-hmm.
And they're bringing in celebrities and not making them good guys. They're all bad guys.
Yeah, SmackDown is must-see wrestling.
Yeah, SmackDown is all right, man.
Yeah, like, I enjoy watching SmackDown.
That's the difference. SmackDown is way up here. NXT's like right there, and then Raw's like over there somewhere.
Yo, you know,
It's just too long. Raw's just too long.
It's far too long, and they're not giving us great quality matches. Like, yo, we got Seth Rollins versus Edge 2, a SummerSlam rematch.
Yeah, and it was dope. And you know what? I was very hesitant on this because I was like, damn, again?
Too early?
Again? But, yo, they keep delivering every time.
They told a great story. They went like 3 segments. Like,
Yeah.
what more can you ask, dude? Like,
they're delivering on all aspects.
big stars, like, yo, we got Brock Lesnar, we got Roman Reigns, we got Seth, we got Edge, we got Becky, we got Bianca.
Yeah, Becky, man. Becky went straight up. I came back.
She's killing it.
I came back for this.
She's killing it right now.
I mean,
like, you guys were chanting. She's like, you guys are chanting Becky, Becky. You know, when I'm at home, I'm taking time away from spending time with my daughter. Like, I came back to this. Like,
oof.
Yo, she's killing it.
I mean, yeah, man. I'm disappointed in Raw as usual, but I am happy with this week with Raw. It's just it's so up and down. It's a very bad relationship between me and Raw, and we need to have a discussion with a counselor.
Y'all gotta work that out.
We gotta work this out. But SmackDown was dope.
The main event, Street Profits and the Usos, man.
Can't beat it.
They don't get much better than that.
Street Profits, bro.
Yo, and you know what? When they focus on tag team wrestling, as they did this week on both Raw and SmackDown, the shit's lit.
Except when they do the women's division for whatever reason. The women's...
They can't get the women's right. Except they get it right in NXT.
They get it right on AEW. Bro, Ruby Soho?
Yeah, what was
Britt
it?
Baker and
the tag
Rebel?
team, not the Battle Royal that they had on All Out.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill was going ham on fools. Nyla Rose going ham on fools. Like, yo,
The women's division in AEW is by far murdering everything. Charlotte Flair is still dope, though.
I'm still going to say NXT has the best women's roster.
You think so? Overall?
Yeah.
Tag team wise?
Well, I mean, it's kind of thinned out since they've called some people up, but I'd say Io Shirai.
I love her. I love her.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Okay.
She's like big techs. Like they're building her. Like she's gonna. They just took Shotzi, but Shotzi was a big part of that. Ember Moon was a big part of that.
Yeah.
Toni Storm was a big part of that. But granted, they all got drafted up.
Where's Toni Storm been?
She's on SmackDown, and she hasn't done shit but being backstage, getting flirted with Dolph Ziggler.
See?
So it's like, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. It's just, and that's what I mean. AEW, yo, man.
Yeah, now that I think about it, NXT doesn't have the strongest women roster anymore.
No, it's AEW by far. Like, they're killing everything.
But AEW ain't fucking with Bianca Belair and Becky.
No.
Those stars are just too big. And they're not fucking with Sasha either.
They're not fucking with Charlotte.
But, exactly.
They're not fucking with that.
Because their star power is just way too huge. But Britt Baker is dope.
Bayley's not even back yet.
Bayley's out right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bayley's still not. Sasha.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of dope single stars. We don't really have the tag team. Asuka.
Yeah. Asuka. She's out with a freaking injury right
now. They have.
And we always talk about Zelina Vega every week, who still ain't getting no damn wins. Right. Alexa Bliss, even though we hate the gimmick, she's still killing it.
She's still Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the thing is that AEW, and this is where I have an issue with Jim Cornette, where he's talking about they don't know how to book. Well, look at the booking over here on the women's division on SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
And then you look at the booking over here at AEW. Hell, they're booking over in NWA as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
The storytelling that they're doing over there, yeah.
Yeah, so like...
They just did the all-women's pay-per-view just a couple weeks ago.
There it is.
Yeah,
and they're working with New Japan's women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know not everybody likes that, but I mean, they found a home.
Yeah.
They found them something to do.
People are working together and making shit happen.
Meanwhile, Toni Storm's in the back getting flirted with Ziggler.
And she's one of the best wrestlers on the planet right now.
Don't make no damn sense.
With all them cakes. All right, well, hell, while we're at it, brother, why don't we get into our wrestlers of the week? If you had to pick 1 to 3 people who were your top wrestlers, your top standouts in the wrestling world, who would they be this week?
Okay, we're going with CM Punk.
Okay.
Gotta go with him. We're gonna go with Brock Lesnar.
Okay. Damn. I didn't pick these two at all, and I'm just like, yeah, why didn't I?
I gotta go with, because I mean, like, maybe you're picking like who was wrestling on the shows. Yeah. Which is understandable too. I'm just picking
it's about the moments. Yeah, like this. It's a show.
So I'm picking those two, And then my third, I gotta pick Daniel Bryan. Brian Daniel. You know
Yeah, Daniel Bryan came out with a trap version of Flight of the Valkyries.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yo, this shit is lit.
Like if I don't pick them,
yeah, it's kind of
like I missed the boat completely. And we just got through talking about how big everything was.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta pick them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Now, if you're talking about wrestling matches of the week,
We're gonna get into that soon.
Okay.
That's next.
Okay.
Wrestlers of the week for me. Let's see, big standouts for me. Andrade.
okay.
I'm gonna talk about his match in the match of the week next. That Brock segment last night was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Trae Young.
Oh,
Fuck it.
I'm
You
not
know,
mad at
he
it.
he got involved in the match. He got real heat. Like, I'm not even a huge Atlanta Hawks fan, but go
No,
ahead.
I'm here for that. Not mad at that one at all.
Matches of the week. I usually do just one, but yo, we've had several weeks, so let's throw out 3 matches from these past
3
few
weeks?
weeks that we've missed up. Is there anything that you can think of? Like, shit, I'd go back and watch this.
I would go back and watch that GCW Rick
Effie and Ricky Morton match.
yes,
Yo, Effie
and Ricky Morton live.
Effie is this openly gay character, and I've never been so enthralled by a character in my life. It's just fucking amazing. He was kissing dudes. I know it sounds ridiculous. You just gotta see it. You gotta see it.
It was the most absurd shit I had seen.
He comes on fishnets, and blonde hair, and a hairy chest. He came out to Rhinestone Cowboy, like a Rhinestone Cowboy.
He's the meanest village people person I've ever
Oh
seen
my
in my
gosh.
life. And then you got Ricky
Morton from the freaking Rock and Roll Express. Dude.
My man, a Canadian destroyer.
like nothing. Like nothing.
Smooth as
And
fuck.
fam, dude's like 60s. He's got this white mullet. Like, oh my gosh.
Just a small town girl.
And it kills me because, like, yo, I'm the biggest Shawn Michaels fan in the world, and this is his inspiration. You know?
But you know what? It showed when he hit that damn Canadian
Yes,
destroyer.
and he moves.
And then when he left, he was like a real grandpa. He was like, "All right, you youngsters, you guys have a good night."
Walked through the crowd when we were all in intermission.
He was like, "You guys have a good night.
Gave
Get
us
home
a piece.
safe.
Yeah,
Get
like,
home safe." Like, yo, no problem, Gramps. I got you. I fuck with
that's Grandpa Ricky, man.
Grandpa Ricky. So I'm rocking with that one.
Yeah.
That's my number one because it was so amazing.
That was an amazing experience.
I'm gonna go with number 2, Edge versus Seth at SummerSlam.
Okay.
That was
Especially with the whole experience, the entrance. Seth Rollins come out in the Michael Jackson jacket, like.
Bro, I had goosebumps when I saw the Brood.
You know what? I'm going to talk about some cons real quick while we're on the SummerSlam subject.
Okay.
I did not like the staging. I really wish that we would have had the traditional big Titantron in the back, and you just see the big ramp coming out, the whole big slanted line, and because it was a big stadium show, I felt like I was watching Royal Rumble. You know how they have the setups with that?
Yeah.
I was disappointed in that, and especially if you compare SummerSlam to the GCW show, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I'm not a fan of stadium shows. I like going to WrestleMania once a year, and that was the big reason why I went to SummerSlam this year. But if I can be in an arena and I'm closer and I can get a better view, it's a better feel, especially like quality-wise, because I went back and watched SummerSlam on Peacock, and honestly, the best experience is just watching it from home. You get the commentators, you get the best view and everything.
I was disappointed in the fact that there was no fireworks.
Yeah,
Or like
no pyro,
flames, flames.
The only flames we got was during the Edge entrance.
Yeah, I was there, and I feel like that's the one thing you were missing with Goldberg's entrance.
Yeah, Goldberg is one of my nostalgic wrestlers. I was super hyped for it. By that time, I was hell lit and drunk and just ready to pass out. But like, I couldn't even get hyped for his entrance at all. There was
nothing to get hyped for.
Yeah.
Like, if there's one thing that you do with Goldberg, if you don't do anything else, you make his entrance.
Kill his entrance.
You kill his entrance, and they killed the entrance in the worst way. There were some things in SummerSlam that I could have done without.
Yeah. For sure. And if we had more time, we'd probably dig more into that. But that's just my honest opinion. We got Monday Night Raw coming up in Sacramento in a couple of weeks. We're all planning to be there, even if we're all not sitting together. It don't really matter.
I'm taking my son this time.
Yeah, man, I'm taking my family. So it's one of my boys' birthday, like the week before. So I'm taking him to see it, and we're gonna have a great time.
I think.
Did you pick your 3 matches?
I only picked those 2.
Okay.
My third has to be Lucha Bros and
Yep.
Yeah, and I can't think of the guy's
Young
name.
Bucks.
Young Bucks. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucha Bros, Young Bucks. Fire.
I can't be mad at that because that was like the standout match at all.
So I got GCW, I got WWE, and I got AEW.
Yeah, those are all good ones. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go similarly with that. My GCW show that I was going crazy for this past week. They were in Chicago, and it was 3 Cups stuffed, and that's when Jon Moxley came out and became the GCW champion after Matt Cardona. That shit was lit. They had a War Games match, which was MDK versus 440. So that's Nick Gage's crew versus the Ohio guys. The fuck Ohio.
Yeah, and that was dope.
Yeah, man. So again, you guys need to really check this stuff out. Bush already talked about 3 great matches, so I'm going to give you guys some other ones that I really enjoyed. Thoroughly enjoyed the Andrade and Pac match. I already talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
But the Edge and Seth Rollins 2 from SmackDown, mwah. Chef's fucking kiss, dude.
Dope.
Like, Seth Rollins hitting the glam slam, him going for the execution, like stealing Edge's moves, Edge doing the freaking
pedigree.
The pedigree.
Yep.
He hit the spear, and that wasn't enough. Edge getting the low blow. Seth hitting the low blow on Edge, and then taking 3 super kicks, and then essentially getting the stomp. Like, that was the best match of the week for me this past week. And then, if I'm going to try and think sometime in the past week that I might not have mentioned, I'm going to go Darby and CM Punk.
I'm not mad at that.
Because we didn't talk enough about that. It was kind of cool seeing CM Punk wearing like the long pants instead of the tights. Like he's kind of like going into that veteran role. He said he feels like the Chainsaw Charlie, who's my dude, and Cactus Jack. What's his name?
Mick Foley?
Nah, the other one. What's his real name?
God bless it. Cactus Jack. Chainsaw Charlie.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk.
He feels like the Terry Funk of AEW. That's what Punk said.
Ooh.
So like when Terry Funk was in ECW and he was helping out all the younger talent, he was saying that like people like the guys like Dante Martin were coming up to him and be like, "Oh man, I used to watch you when I was 10 years old." like you know what I mean? Dante Martin is like 19, 20, so like that, so
it fits.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about that, but for wrestling fans like us, I'm like 20 plus years into it. Like,
and good for Darby.
Yeah, man, and Darby's super over. Anytime I hear his theme music, I get hyped.
Right. My son still, when he wants to play wrestling against his stuffed animals, he's like, "Dad, introduce me with Darby's music." Like all the time. That's his shit.
Yeah.
He comes out too. My son, he puts his head down with his eyes all low and shit. I'll be like standing at 4'2", weighing in at 73 pounds. Like, he's really into that shit.
So the goalie for the Toma Soccer League.
Isaac Izzy Bone Bush.
Oh man, the joys of fatherhood.
But yeah, those are good 3.
All right, best show this week.
Woo!
That's a tough one.
Woo!
I'm gonna go SmackDown. I'll say SmackDown. Like it was just too lit. It was way too lit. Brock, Roman, Street Profits, Trae Young, like
that is a damn good.
Like and it had Cena. It wasn't even advertised, but like yeah, SmackDown. Fuck it.
All right, I'm gonna go with Dynamite.
Good choice.
I'm gonna go with Dynamite. I was gonna try and be different, but honestly, there's no reason to be. I'm gonna go with AEW Dynamite. But I did like the tag team matchup on the Gauntlet on Raw. I did like that.
Yeah.
And I did like the segment with Randy Orton and Bobby.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a good.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah. Well, other than that, Bush, is there anything you want to mention for the fans, for the followers?
I got an EP that's out called A Beautiful Man, starring myself. Obviously, I am a beautiful man. The cover is done by my son. He did all the drawings. It's out on Spotify and iTunes. Please stream that. Go to sleep, stream it, and leave it running.
Help your boy out, get the numbers, man.
Thank you I appreciate it in advance. Other than that, yo, man, I got a b-boy competition coming up in Sacramento. Double or nothing.
October 2nd.
October 2nd, 2-on-2 for $500. You must be vaccinated to come into the building. It will be at the Rush Room on K Street in downtown Sacramento. Just contact me on Instagram if you want more information on that. It's a 2-on-2 for $500 b-boy, b-girl battle.
For sure. And then for myself, I just released a new vlog on my YouTube channel. Check out Just Fresh Entertainment. Check your boy out if you guys have any events coming up. We do DJ, MC, photo booth, lighting. We do all, baby. If you got something coming up, you want to take your event to the next level, we got you.
Other than that, man, just I'm on IG doing these challenges, doing these China Mac and Saigon challenges.
What's up with a milk crate challenge though?
Yo, dude, I am so not down for that. I am. Hence the ball. Not down.
I think in the finals of your jam, you should make somebody do the milk crate challenge if they want to get the cash prize.
All right, so you won that. now you got one last thing to do.
Oh, man.
I'll put on. It's the final countdown.
It's gotta be on grass.
Yeah.
It's gotta be on grass. You gotta do it outside.
Oh, that's dirty. Yo,
you gotta roll a blunt like how homeboy did.
Oh my god. Yeah, milk crate challenge.
Oh man. All right, guys, man. Episode 25. Sorry, it's been a while. We're back. We're lit. We're keeping it going. Jabroni Bros, man. Y'all know how we do. As always, fuck Hulk Hogan. We will see you guys on the next one. I am at JustFresh916.
I am at Mati Bush 916.
We'll see you guys on the next episode. Episode 26. Peace.